Do not click out of this video. Minecraft Hardcore is the most difficult game mode in Minecraft. In this video, I'm going to attempt to survive 100 days in Hardcore Minecraft. Like many of you out there, I'm a small YouTuber. I've currently just hit 100 subscribers and I would love if you would subscribe. It's free and you can unsubscribe whenever you want to. Now with all the boring stuff out of the way, let's get into the video. Population of villagers was slowly becoming crazy. There was over 100 of them roaming around my world. They were trying to steal all my diamond blocks and my resources. I asserted my dominance, got rid of half of the population. That'll show. God, please! I also moved my nether portal to a new location, in a newly dug out nether room. I wanted to decorate the room, kind of looking like the nether, so I decided to go in and take loads of blocks. Is it just me, or does everyone love mining netherrack with their efficiency pickaxe? It's just so satisfying. Nether room was finally looking really good and started to come together. I found another rogue villager acting sus, so I decided to kill him. I was slowly starting to get annoyed with the amount of jobless villagers roaming around the place, so I pretended I was playing domination in Nuketown and I decided to start spawn trapping them. I placed some lava down and they had no chance now. I chased down a baby villager and I mean to say these little fellas are so quick.
Why are you running?
While chasing him down, I found two zombies just chilling in my egg farm. They weren't doing any harm to anyone, so I decided to just leave them there. I finally caught up with the baby villager and finished him off. I harvested my melons for the 15th time in the series for no reason whatsoever, and I did the same with my pumpkins. One of the zombies decided to die, and there was only one left now, so I quickly decided to 360 no-scope him. The rest of the night throwing eggs at some zombies for no reason whatsoever. The last 2 days have been absolute murder sprees. Continued the killings, I attacked my pig villagers. I had to call them a ambulance and they had to get some ointment for the pain. They didn't really enjoy my ambush. Okay, I'll stop with the puns. Went to the local village and stole all of their beds. I would need these beds for the construction of an iron farm. I also borrowed some bookshelves and stole a lectern. I took all the hay I had missed in previous episodes and I called it a day. I began day 79 by looking for an area that would I build my iron farm. It had to be over 50 blocks away from my village so I wouldn't interfere with it. I also wanted a constant supply of iron so I didn't want to be too far away from my base. I decided I wanted to build it in a nearby swamp biome. I built it up in the sky 50 blocks up. I started off by making a holding cell for the zombie which I needed to get. I built it out of half slab so nothing could spawn on top of him. I also started on the villager holding cell. I placed 3 beds facing down towards the zombie. If they were facing a different way, the spawner probably wouldn't work. I then continued to build a second villager cell. It was quickly starting to become all together. To get a zombie into the chamber, I had to build a path from the ground all the way up and I led him up. This took most of day 80 to do so. When the night arrived, I luckily found a zombie right away. He was holding a sword so he wouldn't despawn. He didn't fall for the old trapdoor trick, so I pickaxed him into his new home. I ended up getting 2 zombies for some reason. I don't know how 2 of them ended up in there. It was now time to get 4 villagers. I needed to get them into their cells. This is honestly the most frustrating thing I've ever done in Minecraft. So I made a mine track all the way from my villager breeder to the iron farm. This used up most of my iron. This probably took over 3 days in Minecraft to do so. The villagers kept running away from me and they kept taking damage in so many ways and kept dying. On the morning of day 81, I finally got my first villager into the spawner. And I also quickly finally got my second villager in. I didn't have 2 other adult villagers, so I had to go AFK for a short while by the spawner. I spent the rest of the day transporting them to their cells. If anyone knows of any easier ways of transporting villagers, please let me know as this was so annoying. On the morning of day 84, my iron farm was already functional, but to my disappointment the iron farm had killed my zombies. This was so annoying. I cannot tell you how frustrating this made me. And one of my villagers had also escaped too. To make things worse, when I was trying to get my villagers out of the minecarts, I accidentally killed one with my diamond sword. I was so tempted to rage quit at this stage, but I knew it would be worth it as 100 days wasn't so far away. I won't waste your time by transporting any more villagers, so I'm going to cut to day 86. Finally had everything back to the way it was on day 86. I tried to remove all the spawning blocks for the iron golem, but one of them still managed to spawn. He was determined to kill my zombie again. I quickly took care of him. I decided to kill him straight away. Before I knew it, another one had already spawned, and he was determined to kill my zombie. I again quickly took care of him. I could already tell the farm was going to be so efficient, so whoever came up with the design deserves an award. On day 87, I began the construction of the killing chamber. I made it out of smooth stone and smooth stone slabs. It was a simple enough design that involved a water stream which would carry the newly spawned iron golems into a lava pit and collect their items in a hopper with a chest. I also decided to kill another iron golem that spawned on the ground below the farm. I honestly didn't know how strong these iron golems were. I decided to take one on and it took so many hits to kill him. I had a full diamond armor with protection on it and I was so close to dying. He got me down to half a heart when he threw me up in the air. He also broke my helmet. I finally decided to enchant a power 2 bow. I didn't have 30 levels, so I just decided to get power 2 and I kept my distance for the rest of them and I had no problems quickscoping them. It still took 7 or 8 arrows to kill him, which was actually insane. For easier access to the farm in the future, I decided to build up a stone wall and put some ladders on it. To take a break from the building, I went on a long exploration on day 90. I hopped on a boat and I just set off. I quickly found an ice biome. I didn't realise there was one so close to my base. I used my efficiency shovel and dug up a whole load of sand also, as I needed loads of glass for a future project. While swimming on the boat, I found an abandoned nether portal on the ocean floor. The chest had such good loot. I quickly swam up before I drowned. I then found another nether portal straight away. This time it was on the surface. I found my first golden apple of the series and I got a diamond axe too. I found the 3rd ocean monument under the ocean floor. This is the most I'd ever found in the Minecraft world. I ended the day by collecting some mushroom blocks and fighting a baby zombie. I thought I was lost in day 91, but I arrived back home safe and sound. I used my dock for the first time in the series. I also used my automatic smelter again from the sand I collected, and I made lots of glass. The smelter was honestly a lifesaver. All you had to do was put the items I wanted to smelt in the top chest and they would come out the bottom chest. This was so nice. I accidentally put my ex-girlfriend in the chest too. I didn't need a rail system anymore, so I took it apart. I also collected my bamboo for the first time for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Sure, but at least it was satisfying to hear. On days 92 and 93, I used all the glass I found and I began the construction of a secret project. I almost died so many times making it, but it was so cool. I would show you now, but you'll have to wait till 100 days to see it. You might see it in the background of the next few clips, to be honest, so comment if you do. I wanted to prepare my base for day 100, so I spent a lot of the time making it look really appealing. I built some armor stands and placed them all over my base. I made one with gold armor near my nether portal as well, so that way I won't forget to put gold armor on in the future and I won't get attacked by piglins. I had no gold pants whatsoever, so I put chain pants on it instead. I had some raw steak for breakfast on the morning of day 94. I was on a carnivore diet and didn't want to eat anything else. I put another armor stand outside my house and I put some random bits of armor on it I collected in the past. I hadn't much time the last few days to look after my dogs, so I decided to feed them and breathe them. I added some lava and magma blocks for decoration to my nether room. I also boned the ground once again and I put a small path towards my storage room. I ran out of bone meal, so I used the shears to collect stacks upon stacks of grass. I also stole a flower bed from the village which I would use for decoration in my own base. I found lots of flowers. I worked late into the night and I added all of these to my base. I planted a few jack-o'-lanterns also. I don't know why, but just for some reason. My villager breeder looked bare, so I also added some grass below it. Lighting of my base really wasn't the best and it was full of torches scattered all over the ground, so I added some light posts to help make it look better. These were also inspired by the village where I took the flower pot from. I planted around 5 or 6 of these. I also planted some oak trees. I'm not gonna lie, these past few days have been very boring, but it'll be all worth it in day 100, I promise. I also finished the day by doing a bit more terraforming. I wanted to build a really nice enchantment room, so I decided to build one below my house near my nether port. When I decided to start building down there, I heard a lot of banging coming from the door. It was a baby hogling. He must have came through the port. He was so cute, but I didn't want to hurt him. Just kidding, so I brutally murdered him. I spent the next 3 days digging out and decorating my nether enchantment. I was so happy with how the build turned out. I used different types of stone, slabs and stairs to decorate the room. I also finished off the build with a bunch of vines that I found in the local swamp. Instead of ladders, I also used the vines to get in and out of the room too. I found a pile of clay randomly, so I decided to dig it out as I haven't had any clay so far in the series. I finished off the nether enchantment room by placing mushrooms all over the floor. Just sunset one last time, and I even turned up my graphics to make it look a lot better. I finally went to sleep in my bed for the last time. It was finally day 100. For the special day, I decided to download a high resolution texture pack. The secret I'd been keeping for you all along was I decided to craft a sky rail all around my base. We rode the sky rail for the last time and the first time, and we went all around my base. It looked so beautiful. We'd accomplished so much so far in the series, and I feel like I've built so much more than any other YouTuber in my 100 days, and this was only the beginning. I'd like to thank anyone who's watched it so far in the series, and if you get to this stage in the video, please leave a comment saying Skyrail. We've just hit 100 subscribers and we're growing so fast, so I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers and 100 likes by the end of February. I'm also a brand new YouTuber and I took so long making this video. I enjoyed every second of it. It took me about 200 hours to make and I'd appreciate any bit of support you can please show me. It'll be kinda sad to see the series come to an end, but you never know. I might end up doing 200 days.